What's going on, guys? Mike back. Just another short video. I'm going to go through a couple of sets. I've gone through this set in the past, and I think what I'm going to do is put this down. These are the two sets that I picked up at the Strongsville card show. I haven't separated them out. They're in the same binder, so just bear with me. I'm going to try and get through this. This is the 1938 Churchman's boxing set. It's a 50 card set. I think the last 5 or 10 are like executives, so try and point out some key guys. Armstrong there. You got Max Baer, and if you see my frame move like this, it's probably because I got to read the card. So you got Jack Kidd Bird. This guy's Primo Carnera, James Braddock. You get the idea here. Let's try and get the shade out. But I mean, overall, they're in pretty decent shape. I mean, that's the back of them. It's a 50 card set, like I said. I'm just going to try and, there's the Jack Johnson right there. I've sent a bunch of these away for grading from my grandfather's set. This is something that, I consider grading some more and either moving, comparing. There's the Joe Louis. I think what I'll do is probably go through and see how they compare to the other ones and maybe keep them in the best ones as part of the set. There's Max Schmeling there in the corner. Like I said, some of I guess these guys are executives, and I'm not quite sure who they are, but, probably fighting promoters from Britain. And then this is the 1970 Dad's Cookie set. So these are by team. It's 144 cards in the set. Done by the NHL Players Association. That's why they're all wearing the same style jersey, because it's not a licensed. And Dad's Cookies used to get one of these in every bag of Dad's Cookies, which is, I guess, like Mother's Cookies in the U.S. So Philadelphia got guys like Doug Favell, Bob Clark, and he's got these doubled up. So there's Bernie Perrant. Some Minnesota. There's Jean-Paul Parisi, Zach Parisi's dad. Bill Goldsworthy. Murray Oliver, Hamilton, Ontario. Gump Worsley, the Gumper, Lorne Gump Worsley. Then you go over to Detroit, youngest bald man in NHL history, Gary Bergman. I think right there he's 32, but looks, 65. The Big M, Frank Mahovlich, Gary Unger, Alex Delvecchio, Wayne Connolly. Dale Rolfe. I don't know if anyone remembers, but Dave the Hammer Schultz actually used him as a punching bag in one game. Just beat the bejesus out of him. I actually, as a kid, feeling bad because he just got thrown around. There's Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe. Bruce McGregor. I'm just trying to go over this real quick because there's a lot of nobodies. Dale Talon. He was the second pick behind Gilbert Perreault in the expansion draft. Another Hamilton, Ontario native, Pat Quinn, former Leaf coach. California Golden Seals. A lot of nobodies on this team. Owned by Charlie Finley. Yeah, Harry Howell. Pardon me. Another Hamilton guy. Hamilton put out some pretty good talent back in the day. Cowboy Bill Flett. There you go. Shout out to Frank's Cards and Collectibles. He likes some Cowboy Bill Flett. Gilles Marat, Eo Whiting, Eddie Jacquemin, New York Rangers, Jean Rattel, Vic Hadfield, first 50 goal scorer in NHL history or in New York Rangers history. Second was Adam Graves. Rod Gilbert. Brad Park. That's almost a pre-rookie. Walt Kachuk. Then we get into Buffalo. You get guys like Dick Duff. Who do we got here? Tracy Pratt. Mike McMahon. Roger Crozier. There's Gilbert Perreault. Phil Goyette. Floyd Smith. Donnie Marshall. Eddie Shack, the Entertainer. St. Louis. Not a lot of guys there. The Plager brothers. Gary Sabrin. Tim Ecclestone. Oh, there's Red Berenson, former University of Michigan coach. And you get to Boston. Johnny Pie McKenzie, Eddie Johnson, goalie Phil Esposito, Ted Green, Kenny Hodge, Espo, and Cashman. Quite the line. Derek Sanderson, the Chief, Johnny Busick, number 4, Bobby Orr, Jerry Cheevers, Fred Stanfield. Share a birthday with that guy. What do we got here? Montreal, LaPerriere, Tremblay, Terry Harper, Mickey Redmond, Serge Savard, Jean Beliveau, Le Gros Bill. And then on the back, we've got Cornwallis, Rogie, John Ferguson, Henri Richard, and Jacques Lemaire. Over to Pittsburgh, Glenn Sather, longtime coach and GM of Edmonton and then the Rangers. Les Binkley, Jean Pronovo, Bob Waidowich, Keith McCreary, trivia. First captain in Atlanta Flames history, 1972. Tony Esposito, Pat Stapleton, Doug Mones, Bobby Hull, Stan Mikita, Chico Mackey. Getting near the end here. Keith Magnuson, Lou Angotti, Dennis Hull, Doug Jarrett, Pitt Martin, and then you go to Toronto. Last but not least, well, yeah, Mike Pellick, Mike Walton, Ron Ellis, Bobby Bond, Rick Lee, Jacques Plante. Finishing it off with Norm Allman, Bruce Campbell, Paul Henderson, the Euro of 1972 Summit Series. Dave Keon, greatest captain of all time for the Leafs, and Jim McKenney, Howie, former sportscaster for City TV News. So that is what I got for you guys today. Hope you're all doing well. Take care.